Hello and welcome. My name is Cassandra, aka The Prosperous Heart, owner of www.prosperousheart.com. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over day 3 of the first week of 2018's 5-day bootcamp series. And for the first week of 2018, I decided to do dangerously persuasive copywriting. Warning. Is inside the mind of the person that you're trying to persuade, or rather influence in their buying decision, is a very dangerous and profitable place to be. So you want to make sure that you are doing everything in your power to position yourself to help those people and open their minds to the possibilities. So what we're going to cover today is what is dangerously persuasive copywriting. Now, yes, I have covered this in previous videos. I'm just going to touch on this very quickly for those who are new to this series. We're going to cover why you can trust this information, 4 dangerously persuasive mind hacks, and next steps. But first, as I said before, this is dangerously persuasive copywriting. And if you understand the basic human needs and you know how to talk to people in a way that their minds will be open to you and you can hack their subconscious mind, there are people in history who have had nefarious purposes. And so we're just going to take a step back and we're going to make a promise right now. So raise your hand up high before I get started. Raise your hand and say, I solemnly swear to use this information only for the good of mankind. I will not take advantage of nor manipulate in a harmful or hurtful way, for I am a source for good on this planet. All right, thank you so much for that, and we'll go ahead and get started. So, what is dangerously persuasive copywriting? Well, basically it's the ability to hack into the minds of your customers. It's anything that holds your attention long enough to get your money. Now, this is not a negative thing. This is not a manipulative thing. This is simply, if you can hold someone's attention long enough, it's because you have talked to their subconscious. You have shown them that, hey, what I'm sharing could help you in your goals and your dreams and aspirations. Your persuasive copywriting is engaging, where your goal for everything that's writing is to get them to read the next line. You're getting out of your head and into your prospects. It's never about you, right? I've gone over this before, so you've got to understand their needs. This empowers you to create hypnotic buyer's trance, where you are addressing their thoughts and not yours, and you're meeting them inside their mind. It's never about the facts. It's always about why does it matter to your prospect. So, why can you trust this information? What I'm sharing here with you in this video was provided by a highly successful copywriter. This guy right here, gentleman named Brian Finale, and he is absolutely amazing. So what I'm sharing with you today is just a piece, a tiny portion of what he has shared and has helped countless people improve their marketing and create sales conversions. Over 3,000 people registered to attend this training that I got this information from and I'm sharing with you today. And he was initially mentored by Mike Dillard. If you don't know who this guy is either, go ahead and go look him up. He's got a book. I don't know if it's still on Amazon right now, but he's amazing. Now, Brian, he's moved on from Mike Dillard, and probably hasn't moved on, but he's moved from Mike Dillard and has grown in his education and has created a skill set for himself where he now spends tens of thousands of dollars on courses and trainings of this very subject every single year. What could your life be like if you could spend tens of thousands of dollars on courses and trainings to help you with your business? I mean, it's pretty amazing, right? So this same copywriter's sole purpose, and I heard this from his lips, is to help people and make as much money as possible doing it. I don't know about you, but that's been a goal of mine for as long as I can remember. And he's been able to do it for thousands of people, if not more. I just know the community that I'm a part of with this guy. And I was able to go on a marketing cruise with this gentleman. As you see in the top, bottom right picture, it's just a small group of people that went. And 4 of those people are multiple 6- and 7-figure earners who were on this teaching us their tactics, their strategies, and having fun, showing us the lifestyle that these guys have created based off some of the things that you guys are going to be seeing and hearing today. So, dangerously persuasive mind hack number 1, commands. All right? Commands, you're just telling people what to do. You're not being bossy, you're simply leading them to make a buying decision. Yes? No. Obviously, if you have done your right marketing, done your target marketing right, it's going to be your target audience. So you're simply fulfilling their needs, right? Fulfilling their needs, wants, and desires. So with commands, you want to bold, italicize, and underline the feelings and actions that you want your subscribers or prospects to take. Prospects being customers. It's simple, it works, and people are making 6 figures on single letters of copy. So if they can do it, you can too. You just have to learn how. So examples. Let's go ahead and share a couple. So here's one. When you are ready to do that now, as you can see, you are ready to do that now. It's a command and it's underlined. So the person who is reading that would not really see that. They would just see you are ready to do that now, whatever that is. Now, I'm not saying this can happen magically overnight, right? So you are saying that that's not what you're saying. But what they're seeing is this can happen magically overnight. They're tapping into their subconscious, allowing it to be open to what you're about to be sharing. Now, as you fill out the form with your name and email and watch the next video, you may feel compelled to buy immediately. You can see that fill out the form with your name and email is italicized, so that's a command. And feel compelled to buy immediately. That's the feeling that you want them to have when they fill out that information and watch the next video. Dangerously persuasive mind hack number 2, no negatives. All right, the mind does not distinguish a negative. It's insane, but this research has been shown that the mind can't distinguish a negative. This is a powerful thing. If you understand how to use this, and take a step back off your soapbox of grammar Nazi, because this took me a minute, and if you are a grammar person, this might take you a bit as well. But it is powerful if you understand how to use it properly and can let go of that part of your ego. So you want to be very careful of your word choice. As you've seen throughout this whole series so far, language is everything. So you want to use double negatives so that you can embed commands. This is where that grammar part comes in, right? The double negatives, the not, nothing, those types of things, right? So here's some examples to share. So this one is, I'm sorry, this is backwards. This is the right one. This should be in the yes column. But you better hurry. This webinar is going to give you the most proven how to sell webinars blueprint ever created. So how to sell webinars is what I would be selling in this particular option. So you can't make the decision to not register for this webinar. Do whatever it takes to join us live. Click here to register and show up early. So as you can see, there's commands embedded in this everywhere. Make the decision. Register for this webinar. Join us live. Click here to register. Show up early. It's all there. Now, this is the terrible one, so check out what the difference between these two, right? But you better hurry. Same thing as before. You better not miss it. Now remember, the mind doesn't see negatives, so you better miss it is what you're telling them in that command. In fact, don't miss it for the world. Again, no negatives. Miss it for the world. Don't even have it on your radar. Click here to register. You can't afford to pass this webinar up. As I mentioned before, don't use expensive. Don't use can't afford, because you're telling them you can't afford this. You are putting that thought into their head, and you're already putting the wall up so that they will not think that they would be able to afford your product or service. And then again, pass this webinar up. Clear command, right? So here's the second example. Not sure why you would ever want to quit. Again, this is backwards. Not sure why you would ever want to. No, it's not. This is the right one. Quit company XYZ because of all the value. Remember, this is saying quit. This is telling them to quit this company. So you don't want to use that language. Language you do want to use is, well, come on back. So there's somebody that said they'd quit before, right? Well, come on back. Not sure why you would ever want to not stay a member for all the value, training, community, and tools. So stay a member is in all caps because the platform this was shared on was Facebook, and you can't bold things. But the not is there, so it doesn't sound quite grammatically correct, but it taps into your customer, your prospects' subconscious, right? So you're telling them to stay a member, okay? So dangerously persuasive mind hack number 3, hypnotic leading. This hypnotic leading or pacing is using statements before you share what you want them to do with sharing obvious statements that must be true, okay? So the power of 3. After 3 obviously true statements, the unconscious mind is starting to become aware, so you're helping it to open up to possibilities, right? That what you say next is probably true. You said yes 3 times, so that must be, yeah, that's right. So as I said in yesterday's Dangerous Human Need, people will sometimes accept or believe what someone tells them, but they will always believe what they conclude, okay? So an example here is, as you are watching this video, hearing my voice and reading these words, your unconscious mind is starting to become eerily aware of how badly you need to start hosting webinars in your business and how much you need company whatever. So as you can see here, those first 3 things, you're watching a video, you're hearing my voice, you're reading these words, you're saying yes 3 times. So the next part of you need to start hosting webinars and how much you need blah, 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 you would start to accept that as, oh yeah, I can see that. So you're opening them up, right? Dangerously persuasive mind hack number 4, future pace. The pain and the pleasure of taking action or not. This is where you want them to start envisioning a future. You know, you want to get your prospect to feel what it would feel like 1, 3, 5 years into the future if they took your offer, or if they didn't. You know, if they didn't have your offer, what would their life look like, right? You want to get them to experience in their mind's eye the future with the benefit of whatever your product or service is to their family life. You know, what changes over the next 12 months if they make a decision to not take action now? What would they experience? What would they change or not see change with? You want to conjure up the pain here. Because if you don't sprinkle the pain with pleasure, you leave people with terrible feelings and emotions. And I don't know about you, but I don't like to leave anybody in such a state. So remember, what you focus on, you bring more of around you. So that's basically it for today. And with the information you've learned today and the previous days, be a force of good with this knowledge. So next steps, you know, if you haven't already, join my free 5-day marketing bootcamp group. Each week that I do a 5-day marketing bootcamp is 5 days of pure value where you learn about different marketing topics and have the opportunity to request to show me what you've done and have coaching provided by myself as well as other members. And it's just a community where you can learn more and grow as an entrepreneur. So first option to join this free marketing bootcamp group is to send 5D MBC to my Facebook page messenger. This is a keyword that my messenger bot will then send you the link to the Facebook group, and you will receive updates from that, information that I feel will be beneficial and powerful for you. And then option number 2, if it's available, click the link above or below this video and it will get you on that same list. Now, the next step after that, once you join the Marketing Bootcamp group, you'll participate in the mini daily challenges. Now, this is totally up to you. Obviously, it's totally optional. But every time that you implement what you learn, you are further making connections in your brain, those synapses. You are making them stronger. So what fires together wires together, right? You're making a habit. So as you participate in these mini daily challenges, you will learn a little, do a little, and roll that into your future marketing plans, right? So when you complete all 5 challenges and show proof, because I do request it, you will receive private access to an invitation-only webinar to get your questions answered and dive deeper into the marketing topic of the week. Now, next steps, test, test, test. Just as in everything in life, you must test this. Whether it is your marketing, whether it's at a job, or you are, testing how to persuade people to your side, you must always test. And then finally, have fun. If you're using this for business, this is a way for you to interact with people and engage. So just have fun. So what we covered today: what is dangerously persuasive copywriting, why you can trust this information, 4 dangerously persuasive mind hacks, and next steps. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Cassandra, aka The Prosperous Heart, owner of www.prosperousheart.com. I'm looking forward to seeing you inside the group. Have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your day, and I'll see you on the inside.